that jam.
It's going on, man. Yo, the jam, man. That beat gets you ready to hang out on Coast to Coast Comics, man. I'm happy to hang out, of course. One of my members right now from the Four Horsemen. We're hanging out with John Comics with Kids. How are you doing, sir?
It's awesome hanging out with you, man. This is it's been a while. It's been too long.
How are you doing, sir?
Ooh, got that echo going. Sorry. Whew.
All right. Oh, that was me. All right. Well, thank you, John, for hanging out, man. And right now we got Kevin from 1-2 Comic Talk. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm doing very well. I appreciate you inviting me. And it's always great to hang out with such, a great panel. So thank you.
It's always a great panel when we hang out with great people in the house, man. And not only that, we have, Super Power Review. How are you doing, Kevin, man? How are you, sir?
I am doing fantastic, and thank you for having me on today.
All right, man. We're going to be talking about some movies based on comic books, but not only that, Kevin, we're going to be doing some artwork at the same time as we discuss, some of our. Ooh, let's put that up there. Bam.
Wow.
Bam. So we got a a side profile. This is going out to the Todd McFarlane junkies out there. So this is in tribute to you guys because when I draw Spider-Man, I have my own style, but I do like to try to imitate Todd McFarlane's style. So that's what I'm trying to go for tonight.
All right, sweet. I like how you did it already. Sketch in the background, and we're gonna see some more color into that piece right now as we do this show. Let's keep it going here right now. Let's pull this up. Right. So let's see. John Comics with Kids. Been a minute, man. Will you have the honor to acknowledge anyone that's in the house right now?
You got a whole crew of people in there. And remember, if folks say shout out, say a little something, and we'll know that you're in the chat. We'll give you a little hello and a welcome. But we're starting off with K. Titus over in Japan. Good to see you, sir. Ohio gozaimasu. And we got Ruben Gomez is in here. And we got the Southern Comic Geek. We got Mark Spector Comics. We got Kevin of 1-2 Comic Talk. I dropped the link to his channel. You guys can subscribe up. Just click the link and head over there real quick. We got JB, my homie from the Comic Corps. How you doing, Jay? And let's see. I got Comico Dino. Hello to you. I got X Collect in the chat. Magic Lasso, my homie. Always one of the first people that greets me in any chat I roll into is Magic Lasso every time. So huge shout out to him. I dropped the link to Superpower Review as well. If you want to find Kevin's channel, I dropped the link for that, and you can click on over and check it out. Comic Collector, what's up to you? Hello to you. How you doing? And I think I'm now caught up.
Hey, sweet, man, sweet. And actually, Superpower Review is doing he's doing some, doing his thing, and we'll find out more about what he's doing on that little sketch. He's doing some ink to it, should I say. That is starting off to looks beautiful, sir. Looks beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
At the same time, man, we're hanging out. And while Kevin is doing a masterpiece right now, you guys are interested for, making a bid on it. I'll start the bid right now. I'll drop it right now. I'll drop $10 on it. That's my starting line. I'll buy it right now for $10. For anyone in the house that's watching, that is my starting line at $10. I know it's gonna be some nice little coloring and all that good stuff.
Oh, Superior Hero Review just took it from you. 25.
Oh damn. Oh
Bam.
damn.
No way.
All right.
No way.
So right now, that's your drawing. Superior Hero Review has that at 25. This is not an auction. We're not doing something crazy here. But if you
what's funny
bid on it, This is we're talking movies for most of the time, but you can watch the artwork being made. And Superior Hero Review is the high owner right now. He owns that paper.
All right.
What is it right now?
At 24 bucks. All right. So, I just had to start things up, man. I had to start things up, but the whole thing is, let's see here, man. There's a bunch of movies out there, and all based on comic books. Man, we could go on with a top 10 list, our list, but it could be more. It could be probably a top 20. But guys, man, this is a tough one. This is tough. I got 10 movies based on comic books. But Mr. John Comics with Kids, I think you want to start off with something, sir?
I'm saying we could each go like our number 10s and then talk, and our number 9s and our talk. Just have a little more chat in here, right? Instead of just blast. We don't want to blast through it, do you?
Oh,
Nah.
I'm so nervous, man.
I'll go first if you want me to go first, because my number 10 is out in left field, and true like movie nerds will know this, or true comic nerds will know this movie, but most people are going to be like, I've never heard of this movie, and that's fine. So I made a little slideshow. I once Rod said we were doing this, I was like, yeah, I'm going to make a Google slideshow. We're going to do this right. Because I've been messing around with Google Slide with my students in class anyway, so I was like, let's just test this out. So if Rod wants to load that bad boy up, we can fire this. Let's make it happen.
We can put this bad boy on right now. And at the same time, don't forget, Superpower Review is doing a live drawing right now. And after this little, it's coming along. It's coming along.
Look at that.
Put this up right here.
That's killer. That is killer.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Well, actually, I got, okay, even before you got to this point, how long did it take you to do the background sketch?
It literally took me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Speed demon. Look at that. But the inking is what slows me down.
So, like, I knew I was coming on to do a drawing tonight, and this is, like, literally my first, like, online drawing. Hold on, let me do this. And I wanted to keep it really simple, especially I wanted to get it done for tonight's show, too. So I just really kept it very basic and simple for me.
Nice.
Killer.
Oh, man. That is dope, dude. Oh, man.
Thanks
so much.
I really appreciate it.
So much going on right now. Holy crap. We got Full Horseman member, Combo Jabroni in the house, dropping the $1.99, 1.99, or $1.99, guys. Full Horseman of comics. What's going on, man? All right. So I gotta show this right now, man. John Comics Kids did his little thing right now. And let's check this out. And don't forget, man, the bid is at 20. Well, it's at 25 right now for this masterpiece that superior power.
No, Superior Hero, you got this right now, but you never know. Somebody might roll in and say, "I want that for 30," and then you're out to win.
Snipers.
Thank you, Superior.
All right, let's see this, man. Let's see this right now.
There we go. There she is. So yeah, this is John's top 10 comic book movies of all time. It will be amazing. You know, right there, even Alec Baldwin is like, "What in the world is John doing here?" Because he's seen my number 10 movie, and he knows how amazing it is. That movie is American Splendor. I love the movie, and it's possible you have never heard of it at home. If you are not a fan of like Bob Crumb or Harvey P. Cars, these independent comic book artists from back in the day, the 70s and 80s, you would never have heard of this movie. And what I love about this movie is Paul Giamatti is incredible as Harvey P. Carr, this artist who really made things about his day-to-day life. He is a untalented artist, but he is an honest to God, hilarious sort of like viewer of life. And the way they did it is it's in 3 parts. It's part animation, where you get to see his drawings sort of coming to life. It's part drama, where you have Paul Giamatti playing the character, and it's part documentary, where you actually get interviews with Harvey Pekar while he's talking about his life. And sometimes it's all blended together with like Harvey Pekar talking, and in the background you see the actor Paul Giamatti getting his lunch and listening to Harvey talk and just chuckling at what a crazy, wacky guy Harvey is. It's an amazing movie, and he's an odd character going through cancer and divorce and marriage and all these amazing things, and then trying to become a comic book artist in the middle of it all. Yeah, a really, really great movie.
I'm curious how you came across the movie. How did you come across?
I love art films. I love odd films, and I used to go to art theaters a ton and see movies. And I was a big Paul Giamatti fan when he started like really making like better films. And this was a movie I was like, oh my gosh, this movie's it's hilarious and weird and amazing.
I'm so put Kevin on the big show right now.
So that's my number 10 there. So what's your number 10, Kevin 1-2 comic talk?
You know, and it was difficult for me to actually put it in any type of order. So I'm not going to say that it's any quote unquote order, as much as I'm going to go ahead and give you a list of what I put together. That what I say for me is these are the ones that resonated with me more than I can actually say that there were necessarily ones that I thought were great, if that makes sense.
Sure. Oh, you can put my thing backstage if you want, Rod.
We'll leave it like that right now for the moment.
All right. Well,
I would say Batman, The Dark Knight.
Great movie.
Because of the performances in that movie, moreover than just the story. Because don't get me wrong, the story is well written. But I think moreover, it was well acted, well shot, and it was a culmination of everything being right at the time. And it exemplified what I think a Batman movie is supposed to be. So they were definitely in my top 10.
That's a great pick. Great movie.
Nice, man. Nice. Of course, if I had to pick something. Well, I got plenty. I got plenty of movies, but if I had to end it, I have to end it with the end game. And work my way up to number 1, because there's so many great movies out there, different years and things of that nature. But that's my movie, man. At number 10.
That's a great one. That's a great one.
I know a lot of people are probably like, I don't know, man. But that's my movie at number 10.
No, Endgame's a great movie. What are you talking about? And Dark Knight is just epic. That's an all-time great movie. Hey, JD says American Splendor is awesome. Thanks, JD.
Well, I had to kick out the pick that Rod made and my top 10. That was one of my considerations. So
right,
I mean,
yeah.
It was on that precipice. You know, it's in my 20. Just put it that way.
Yes, Dude Without Fear, we're talking about our favorite comic book movies. We're counting down our top 10, or just like Kevin's just got a list of his favorites, and we're rattling them off for you. We've all done one except for Superpower Review. Kevin, have you got a film?
Oh, man, I'm so unprepared.
You just draw. We'll do the lists.
Sure.
He's a Swamp Thing fan, so.
The best ones. Ooh, people mentioning Watchmen. I see. And JD says Endgame would be in his top 5.
Wow.
All right. You want me to go to my number 9, Rod?
Yes, sir. If you don't mind.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and put me up there again, and I'll flip through to the next one here.
All right. Let's do this. Right here.
All right. Ready? Here we go. I love the original Guardians. The first Guardians film is just absolute perfection. I love this movie. I think it caught the world by surprise, honestly. It was so good and so funny and so original in the ways that it sort of reinvented what we knew from Firefly or Star Wars or the comics themselves. I think this movie has always just been in my top 10 Marvel movies somewhere or another. And the more I watch it, the better. And for me, it all. I knew I was in good hands the second I saw this first poster on the far right side, where all it said at the bottom was "You're welcome." I was like, "That's going to be a movie I'm going to like." Right there.
Hey, John, wow. The funny thing is that on my list,
you don't have to give it away if it's not your number 9. If you want to wait for later, because I'm sure Dark Knight's going to show up later for me. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
okay, we can do that then, because what Rod's basically saying is he has it on his list, and I'm telling you, I have it on my list.
Well, then we can all talk about it if you want for right now.
Well, it's
it was number 9 for you too, Rod? Oh, that's
yeah.
I don't know how you want to do that, because that's fine to me. I guess for continuity's sake, we can do that. You know what I mean?
About it. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
Good minds think alike.
What? I'm definitely, agreeing with everything that you just stated. And then in addition to that, what I had wrote is that was one of the first movies that allowed the audience to begin to relax while watching the Marvel movies and start to kind of sit back and enjoy the characters for being a little bit less serious and less, always on the edge of being have to be the superheroine type situation.
Sure.
So that was the first one to go, hey, you can enjoy the music, you can enjoy the scenery. It's not always going to be, there's going to be a good chunk of backstory, but we're not going to ask you to sit back in your chair and be bored and go, why am I waiting for some next action? It carried you. You enjoyed it. It had great music. It was fun. It really focused on telling a good story in a fun way than it did trying to tell some big epic adventure. It set everything up. That was a setup movie for all the epic adventures to follow.
Well said. Absolutely.
I'm gonna find the link. I'm trying to find Superpower reviews link, or drop it in the chat.
I'll drop it right now. I'll do it. I got it right here. I saved all of them.
All right, cool, man. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I've got all of our channel things up here. So.
And man, Guardian of the Galaxy, that movie was freaking dope. And I can't believe. I mean, it is at number 9, but there's so many other movies that could be at number 9.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's nice that we all had Guardians on our list. That's pretty awesome. That shows how good of a movie that one is.
All right, so keep it going here, man. We're hanging out with John Comics with Kids, Kevin from 1-2 Comic Talk. These guys from coast to coast, man, out there in California. I hope you guys are doing well, everyone out there. And Superpower Review, Kevin, the Karate Kid, man. This guy is on IG. Check him out right now. Subscribe to his channel. Sub him up on IG and all that good stuff. And he's been dropping some great artwork, man. He's been selling stuff on IG. He is fantastic. He is a cool homie. He's got great hair, not better than mine, but we're having a good time. And hopefully everyone out there around the world that's being quarantined, if you're watching us, hope that this brings you a breath of fresh air. And
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, we got to go quicker. We're never gonna get done with our list.
I know.
Maybe there's a bunch of crossover. Here.
All right, so we knocked off number 9, man.
Yep.
We all agreed on that one.
Yep.
All right,
so that was an easy one. Yeah, you're up, John.
You want me to bring up number 8 here?
Yeah.
All right, Rod. You got to click it over, brother. You got to bring it back up again. Sorry, man.
Oh, I know. I'm just looking at the chat at the same time.
Here we go. Heck yeah, man. Men in Black, dude. This movie is amazing. I remember seeing this in the theater and being like, dude, this movie's hilarious. It's so fantastic. And yeah, based on a comic. So straight up, the MIB. Now, they've made horrible sequels that you should never have to watch. But the original film is definitely worth your time and it is a really great comic book movie.
All right.
Wow, I omitted that one. I didn't even make that even a consideration, and you're so right. I mean, the amount of money, the amount of revenue that thing generated is not necessarily a testament of how well it did as much as the span of demographic that it crossed. And what I mean by that is the older, the younger, the family, the non-family. Yeah, that's a that's a great pick.
I wanted to clarify for Dude Without Fear. Each of us is doing our own list. So my list, I haven't gotten to Dark Knight yet. It's on my list. I haven't gotten there yet, brother. Kevin's got his own list and Rod's got his own list. I just made a little slideshow for mine. Kevin's is in no particular order, so you're getting all his favorite movies. And I don't know where Rod's got Dark Knight yet. We'll see. But yeah, Men in Black. Men in Black 3 was pretty good. I passed on all of them. I've seen them, but I'm good. I own Men in Black 1 because it's just too much fun.
Now, for me, the next one was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, I have been waiting for a different type of Spider-Man tale to be told that people didn't know, that people would be taken back and other than us in the community, and even then we can still be a little more open-minded, not fixated on the idea of it has to follow a certain canon because we know how loose the tale can be kind of told. So for me, it was a great tale because I could bring in my family and they didn't have to know any story. All they had to know that they were going to sit down and enjoy a good film. And it was something that as a family, again, because not everyone had an understanding of the backstory, we got to enjoy it together equally, which was, I like all these all-inclusive style movies that come out, you know what I mean? Because when we then can include everyone, we grow the community on a reading level basis when it comes down to it. So it isn't just, again, that's why when I was telling you guys, the list that I chose isn't what I consider necessarily to be the best as much as what resonated with me and how it resonates with me. So that's why this was my pick.
That's a great pick, and I will say it's not the only time we're going to hear about it today.
Well said, guys, man. And don't forget, guys, everyone in the house right now, in the chat, make sure you can't click their names. Get a paper and a pen, write their names down, and go check them out, man. Go subscribe and all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell. We got people from across the world, man. We got Red Rancher and Vigilante in the house. But not only that, guys, this hat is making me hot right now.
Okay, Rod, what's your number 8, man? What's your number 8?
Oh, man. All right. I'm making crap on this one, but I'm going to go with Hulk from 2003.
Dude, the one with that Ang Lee made, the one with was it Eric Bana as the Hulk?
Yeah, I'm going with that one, man.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going old school, man. I kind of like it. The first Hulk, I was like, dope, man. I think Ed Norton was doing it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That was the second one, Incredible Hulk. The first one was just Hulk, and that was Eric Bana.
Yeah, Eric Bana. That's what I wanted. That's the one I wanted. And I like it, man. I liked it a lot. And I just like, if you're going to drop a Hulk movie, you got to go with the first one. That's just me. Different instance, not in the house. He would put us all on the street, be like, "Yo, Ron, you're wrong, man. Yo, chat, stop this." Jeffrey's not in the house. I love you, brother. Hope you watching this on a replay. But yeah, I'm going with that one, man.
Wow, that is a hot
2003.
Yeah,
You know what?
One.
Well, the Baku rod, I can understand why. And one of the reasons, if people really think about one of the things that the Hulk offers that most other superhero books don't, is it's a book that you can actually there's romance there that you never get, and there's that feeling for him that's different than most other heroes. You know what I mean? So if you really think about it, most Hulk movies are that almost like a romance movie that never could be. And I can see the allure to that. You know what I mean? I'd have to say again, it was on my top 20. It wasn't on my top 10, but it was on my 20.
What a fun hot take. I love it when there's movies that you don't expect. It was like, oh, what?
It gets better, man.
All right. Well, I got a movie. If you're ready, I got a Marvel movie here because I only have 3 Marvel movies on my whole list here. I've already shared one, and I've got the next one locked and loaded here. If you're ready to click over, brother, you ready?
Man, let's do it. Let's see here what John Comics got.
Infinity War is my preference. I know we mentioned Endgame. It's a great movie, but for me, it's Infinity War all the way. This is just a killer movie. Heartbreaking at the end. The way they tell the story of Thanos is perfection. I really love the way they manage all of these different characters in a really complicated story. I just thought it was just superb. I can watch it again and again. I don't even need to watch Endgame. It fits and works for me on its own level. And yeah, absolutely great movie.
Awesome.
Great pick. I mean, really a great pick.
Now, I've only got 1 Marvel left in the last 6 movies, so hope nobody's going to freak out about that. But I got a bunch of DC coming. I got 3 DC movies still to come.
3 DC movies? Oh, my goodness.
Well, speaking of DC, that's what I'm going to go with right now. I'm going to go ahead and talk about what a lot of people,
hold on 1 second, man. Hold on 1 second. We got Superpower review right now, man. He's doing a beautiful sketch, and he's going to add some coloring to it. And we all know who that could be right now, man. Right now, that piece is starting line at $25. $25. And if you guys want to make a bid on that, let me know.
You can outbid Superior Hero Review, who has it at $25. So if you want to go above 25, you can steal it away.
That's the
I
thing.
love the light on the mask. The reflecting light on the mask looks perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's at 25 right now. And thank you so much, man. Superpower review, Kevin, the Karate Kid, man, on IG. Well, he's not he is a Karate Kid. You see his stuff out there on IG, man. He's wrapped around his white. How you call it, Kevin?
Karate Kevin 67.
No, when you wrap yourself around your white outfit.
Your gi? Your belt?
Gi.
The gi.
The gi.
I don't want to pronounce it the wrong way, man.
Yeah, the suit that you wear is called a gi, and then the what you wrap around your belt is called an obi.
All right.
This guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, he does.
I've been training since I was 25.
Oh, man.
There it is.
Really?
So I've been training for 26 years now.
I do Shadokan karate.
We're similar. I do a Shirinji. Shirinji's under rule. Yeah.
John, we're gonna get an ad pick.
I already knew that.
October's gonna make 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. We just went off rail. I am so sorry, people. I'm sorry. Say again. Okay. I'm gonna move on.
This October is gonna make 15 years since I've been training.
Oh wow! Oh, hey, congratulations, man. That's rad. Yeah, I definitely when my yard's done, I'm gonna get
fourth degree Yondan.
Yeah, I stopped training for belt systems years ago. You know, my one of the people I was training with said, if you're just training for a belt, I'll give you whatever belt you want. So that
I got
stopped me right there. I was like, you know what? That makes sense. But hey, back to my pick.
Very cool.
I wanted to talk about my DC pick, which was, I mean, kind of transitioning back and forth, but which was The Joker. The Joker, to me, was a movie that I've been dying for a nice psychological movie again. And as anyone that's a real hardcore Batman fan knows that Batman started as a detective story, and it was a lot of cerebral, along with how well can this person utilize his attributes. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of mental there, and that they had to deal with. So to me, Joker finally pulled a lot of the mental stuff that has been missing from the movie being able to, or movies being able to pull that and exemplify that. So what I really liked about the Joker, to kind of put it in a nutshell, is it was finally a movie on a DC side that gave you a little sympathy for the devil.
all right. Well said. So that movie comes on your chart at what?
That was 7.
7.
But you know, Kevin's not really strictly listing them. The truth is, Rod and I even joked like this list will change tomorrow, right? We'll come up with some. Oh yeah, Hollywood move, and then it's got to fluctuate, you know. Perry.
Perry.
Hey, hello to TJ the Slab Dragon. He's in the chat.
Oh, TJ and Gore Vidal.
Rod, what do you got for number 7, brother?
Oh man! All right, let's do this, man. I got the shirt on. 30th anniversary. I'm gonna go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, man. That's it. At number
Good
7,
pick.
man, I saw that movie in the theaters twice, and I really did enjoy it. I enjoy it. Actually, I look back at it right now. I'm like, that's kind of cheesy. But when you see the turtles in the sewer and they do the little dance and they got the little gooey stuff around them, you know,
That was in my like top 20, and it was like, dude, I don't know that I can put it in. I rewatched it recently, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna make it, but yeah, it's a real. And JD says, great pick, Rod. So there you go.
Yeah, I agree. I
Good one.
really do.
That's a good one.
all right, don't forget, man. Superpower Review is doing a sketch right now. He's gonna be throwing some. He may be doing some color into that. Who knows? And right now,
We'll get some color in here.
it's at 25, man. I believe it's at 25.
Yep.
That is the starting bid at 25. And he's been doing great stuff on IG. He's been selling a bunch of stuff. So check him out right now. He's hanging out with us. And not only that, man, we got John Comics Kids. We got Kevin, 1-2 Comic Talk. And we're talking about movies, some of our best, well, not best movies, but, you know, our top 10 list.
I'm dropping the links here for everybody.
All right, man.
Yeah,
John,
Carolina, he's in here, and we got a couple comics. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, John, run down the chat, man. There's a bunch of you in the house, man.
Yeah, Perry jumped in. Hello to Perry. He just did. I was just on his channel a little bit ago talking about Civil War, which is a great comic book movie. So I'll just shout out that movie right there. Gore Vidal is in the chat. Hello to you. TJ, we said hi to you. Carolina Chris. Kevin shouted you out. The Dude Without Fear. He's rocking in there. He says, once the Hulk shows up, he said that movie is pretty good. Before that, it's kind of slow. However, it was a cool movie that Ang Lee, and I agree, this is my favorite part of the movie too. They shot the transitions to look like comic book panels moving from side to side. That was a cool element of that movie. Great comment, Dude Without Fear. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Flash by Night. We said hello to Cup of Comics, Mighty Comics and Collectibles. Let's see, Hillbilly Collector. Fuchsia only came by. Hello, Fuchsia. Sure. And I think I got everybody else. Good as Gold. Hello to you. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, man. Thank you all for hanging out right now on Coast to Coast Comics. Don't forget, guys, check out their channels right now, man. John Comics with Kids, 1-2 Comic Talk, Super Power Review without the S at the end. And, yo, great combo community right now, man. All right.
All right, we ready for number 6 from me? You want to load me up here? I'll drop number 6, and this is going to be one that's already been
I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous. Let's see.
It's already been mentioned. This one's already come up, so we're into. Of course, it's got to be Dark Knight. It's got to make the list. This. And I will hint at you for you all right now. It is my second favorite Batman movie. I do love this movie. I think everything Kevin said about the acting is absolutely true. The performances are amazing, but I think the visual look for this film is on another level as well. I think between photography and the practical stunts and just it is a really raw look at Batman, and I think I really liked it a lot. Now I will say it's not my favorite iteration of the Joker. I think Heath Ledger is perfect and amazing as this version of the Joker, but the fun thing of that character is he exists in so many forms, and my preference is a slightly different kind of Joker. So as much as I love this movie, it is my second favorite Batman movie.
All right, guys.
Can't argue with your pick.
Obviously, yeah, we clearly agree on that one, right?
I'm going to.
So I'm gonna go right back to the Marvel area. So we're at 6, and I want to go ahead and talk about how I've been enjoying how Marvel was able to lighten up certain movies in between the heaviness. So my number 6 is Ant-Man. When Ant-Man dropped, it allowed us again to relax because we had all that heaviness happen in the beginning, and then we had what would I say helped a lot? No, we had Guardians. So we had the beginning, then we had Guardians, and then we have a little bit more of heaviness, and then we had Ant-Man. And these things allowed us to, these levity movies allowed us to go ahead and take a breath and still maintain good storyline that build up to an overall, events and epic stuff. So the fact that they got to talk about a guy that is a screw up and he's trying to have a decent relationship with his kid and his family and trying to do right, not just by the world, but by his family. Again, whenever you can humanize these people, I love it.
Right.
Remove some of the superhero aspect of it and make them normal people. Yeah, I dig that.
Nice.
So
and honestly, I think there were a lot of people like my kids and my wife who were like, you throw Paul Rudd in a movie like Ant-Man, and it's like now the Marvel Universe means more to me. That casting is so great.
Man.
Cool. See?
All right, Rod, we got it here. Rodrigo, number 6. What do you got?
All right, man. Don't forget, man. Got an amazing artist in the house. Super Power Review, man. Don't forget that. It's at 25 right now. And bump it up. Bump it up, guys. Who's got $30 right now on this piece? $30 on this piece right now, man.
It's at 25, buddy. Anybody can bid above that if they want to get it. It's at $30
$30,
right
man. Come on, guys.
We can steal it away from Superior Hero Review.
All right. So, of course, all right, here it is, man. At number 6, I'm going with Iron Man, number 1. The original Iron Man.
Great movie.
Tony Stark in the cave. Oh, man, when he shot those missiles and he walks out, I think that is one of the best scenes ever out of a Marvel comic movie. I mean, I saw that movie like 4 or 5 times. I actually fast forward, well, not on the VHS tape, but of course, on DVD. I was just to see him, and then he just flies off. Yeah,
I mean, it would definitely be top 20 for me. That's a great movie. And again, You mentioned Ant-Man, and I think there's a great comparison between Paul Rudd's casting and Downey Jr.'s casting as far as actors nobody would have predicted being in superhero movies and really taking charge. And I think it's a testament to decision-making over at Marvel that they picked those actors, because I think it worked beautifully.
It worked. I mean, not only did it work, but I think that's why some of these historic this box office draw has been what it is, is because it's people we're familiar with playing roles that we would not put them in normally. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. All right, Rod, you want to see number 5? You want me to load up? You ready to load number 5?
Oh, man, I'm scared, but let's load this thing up, man. Let's load this thing up right now.
Let's go to my favorite Spider-Man movie. Yeah, baby. Kevin mentioned it. It is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love these posters, by the way. The one when he's falling from the sky is incredible. Again, it's perfection. The second the credits started rolling, I turned to my friend I was watching the movie with. I said, I just saw the best Spider-Man movie I'll probably ever see in my life. It's so good. New high bidder TJ goes to $40 on the Spider-Man drawing by Kevin.
Yeah.
TJ going for 40.
But
TJ at 40. All right, let me write this down.
Wow, Varingian hates this movie. I'm shocked because this movie has got everything. I think they perfectly retell the story of Miles Morales. I love the way they bring in Spideys from different universes, including the Ultimate Spider-Man version. I think it's just absolutely phenomenal. And I was just like, dang, this is just better than I could have hoped. And funny, exciting. It's just so good. So good. But it's just, it's absolutely brilliant, as Cup of Comics says. So that would be my number 5. I still got 4 left.
I'm down to 4. I got 4 left too. But I got to say right now, man, Kevin, man, superpower review. Man, TJ bid on 40. Holy
Look at that.
coconuts, man.
It's gorgeous.
JD says that Miles Morales is his favorite Spider-Man, and I can totally understand people feeling that way. TJ, you're only at 40, but somebody might outbid you, so I'm just telling you, like, you don't have to send your money just yet. You have to wait until the end here. The end of the show, we'll see where the bid's at.
That's right.
And maybe Superior will wake back up and come back in and realize he's losing.
Oh, hey, for those of you that may have not been here at the beginning of the show, you may have not heard me say I'm waiting until I see this thing to be completed.
Right?
Oh, man. All right.
He's getting close to coloring. I can already tell. He's getting really close there.
Yo, Kevin said
I'm
nervous.
lining up my son's piggy bank.
TJ says, I'm confident. And then he put a devil emoji.
All right, right now, guys, TJ at 40 on this masterpiece that Superpower Review is doing. And I got a book, man. I got a book. Oh.
Well, let's get I think it's Kevin's turn, right?
All right.
It is. So basically, I'm going to be simple. My next 2 are going to be really simple because, well, you'll understand why. My next one is Iron Man. So, yeah, basically everything that Rod said, I mean, that pretty much says everything I need to. Also, I mean, the only thing I can say other than that is Iron Man introduced us to an MCU that we were all chomping on the bit for. You know what I mean? Before that, we had these scattered interpretations. When Iron Man dropped, everyone knew this was the beginning. So when you plant the flag anywhere, it's hard to look anywhere else. So that being said, I can't agree with anything more than, with what Rod had said. He put it, So Iron Man.
Yeah, great pick.
All right.
All right, Rod, now we need your number 5, brother.
All right. I'm really going old school right now, man. There was a rough time in the history of the United States, man. 2002, World Trade Centers, man. I'm going with Spider-Man. When that movie dropped.
Number 1.
Yes, the original. Tobey Maguire. And I think that was something that everyone needed. And I think it was a fantastic movie. I'm not trying to get emotional, but um, I mean, there's I got a bunch of stuff out there, but it's one of those, man. When Spider-Man dropped, that was dope. At that moment, right now, I think we all needed that one.
Yeah,
No one
yeah,
seen that.
Yeah, chat's agreeing with you there, Rod. You know, I agree with the chat. You know, yeah, you know, he was definitely the perfect Peter Parker of the time and the perfect movie of the time.
And I would probably take Spider-Man 2 ahead of that one. But for me, now the ultimate Spider-Man movie for me is this Miles animated film. But it's like, yeah, I mean, those two are great movies. The first two Spider-Mans with Tobey are just amazing.
But that's why it can never end. If you want to throw animated into it, I mean, I could throw it.
You have to. I mean, for me, I feel like you have to because there is so many quality animated films being dropped from comic books. You know.
Back to. I'm sorry, guys. Got to jump back into superpower review. We're at right now at 40 from TJ. TJ said he will pay $40 for that art piece. Oh my goodness.
Woo. Yep.
$40 right now. Anybody want to drop 50?
Thanks, guys.
45? Of course, during these rough times, man, you know, a few bucks go a long way. And
yeah,
just saying, man. Just saying.
All right, so I think somebody's already spoiling my number 4 pick. If you want to throw me back in here, I'll show you. I fully agree with you without fear. I mentioned I have a favorite Batman movie that nobody's talking about, and it is The Mask of the Phantasm.
I knew you were going there.
There is no other Batman movie for me that has been a better film overall. It captures portions of year 1 and year 2, which are some of my favorite comic books. And it has my favorite version of the Joker, which is this incredible performance by Mark Hamill. And yeah, this movie is great. And I remember seeing it in the theater and being like, dang, it's got everything I wanted. It's got the music of Tim Burton's Batman, but it's got the visuals of the animated series and those great voice actors. And yeah, it's just perfect. Perfect Batman.
Holy crap. I have not seen that one. I'm ashamed to say it.
For my money, it's the best Batman.
Wow. Nice.
Well, earlier when you were saying Batman and then when you just said animation, I'm like, I know where he's going.
Wow.
So that's my number 4. I got 3 left. 1 Marvel, 1 DC, 1 indie. That's what I got left for you folks.
Damn, you got an indie?
Yeah, number 3.
Again, you know, this 4th one is another simple explanation I think everyone's going to get. And mine is Deadpool.
Ooh,
the reason why, to me, Deadpool does it is he pushed. Let me tell you what I wrote down. I like Deadpool because for fucking things up.
That's fine, dude. Let it out, man. Let it out, man.
Well, I mean, you know, we were on these straight and narrow lines, and before the only thing that was pushing boundaries was a little bit of cussing, a little bit of blood, a little, you know what I mean, a little bit of hardcore, you know, meaning a Wolverine type movie. That was the only thing to me, Deadpool brought to the MCU. It was the perfect blend of everything that we were hoping the MCU would go to. And what I mean by that is we know that who now is the major backer of MCU, and it's hard for them to go to that R or even plus level. So because of what they're known for doing, you know, so Deadpool is definitely not the 7 drawers, and it's hard for them to even make that consideration. So for me, Deadpool. You know, I thank you, Mr. Reynolds, for fucking things up.
Yeah. Well, and I love that, they took the best iteration of that character, the one that breaks the wall, the one that is really hilarious, and they gave it to an actor who could really embody it. And yeah, great pick. That would be, again, my probably top 20. Great one. Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, man, we got right now superpower review, my brother, right now. Karate Kevin in the house on IG, man. Oh, man, it's coming along right now, guys. Man, TJ dropped the 40. Right now, it's that 40, guys. Everyone in the chat. You got $42. You got $42. Support Kevin. He needs a haircut. That's where the money's going to go to, man.
Why do you have to pull out the man's hair? Why do you have to do that? Jeez,
well, I don't have a hair problem, but you been quarantined. he needs a shape up. He needs a shape up. Should I say, man? Yo, check it out right now. Thank you so much. Superpower review, Kevin.
Yeah, man.
Karate Kid homie on IG, man. And this guy, you don't want to roundhouse kick this guy, man. He'll whoop your head.
Okay, Rod, you gotta do number 4, right?
I got it, man. I'm going with X-Men the original X-Men, 2000.
Ooh.
For the first time ever, we saw Hugh Jackman, those Wolverine claws, and next thing you know, we saw Sabretooth. I swear. I mean, I was sitting I was front row in the theaters. I was like this. And when Sabretooth, Wolverine, I have to, man. You got to throw some X-Men in that one.
I know I have a lot of love for those movies too, and I own pretty much all of them. There's a few that I don't own. Brett Ratner can suck it, but I do think that's a great movie. I love X-Men. I love X2 a little more, and I love some of the newer ones. Days of Future Past and First Class, I think, are also really great X-Men movies. And yeah, and then of course somebody in the chat mentioned Logan earlier, which is like a wonderful way to finish off Hugh Jackman's run.
Oh man.
I would just like to report that all of the webbing is finally done.
Oh, man, there it is.
That is
now. Is that on the backing board that you're doing that on?
Which is the one thing I hate about Spider-Man the most is doing the webbing.
Are you doing that on a backing board?
It sort of is actually. It's not quite a backing board, but it's really nice thick paper. It's like cardstock. So
Bake the Snake. I'm not saying that Logan is like the greatest of the X-Men films. I think it is a little bit perhaps overrated, but I still really enjoy it, and I can watch it a bunch of times. My only issue with it, I don't really care for the two Logans fighting each other. I didn't need any of that. That was a little weird.
Yeah.
I just liked it as an old man Logan story. That's what I liked about it.
All right, let's see.
All right, so Rod, you ready to load up here? Do number 3.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. Man.
I'm gonna do an indie, and we'll see if it's the same one that my man JD agrees with. I had to go with something from Alan Moore, and I went with V for Vendetta, which I think is just a phenomenal representation of that comic book. I freaking love the story. I've read the comic a bunch. Yeah, it is V for Vendetta, Dude Without Fear. You know it. I love this movie. I could watch it over and over again. Huge ideas, perfectly adapted. I just absolutely think this is just it's just really well done. Hugo Weaving's voice is perfect. He is so great. And then, of course, Natalie Portman as like the heart and soul of this movie. She's just anybody who thinks she can't act. Clearly,
I don't like her. That's I don't know. Maybe I had to go back and watch the movie.
It's so good.
I just know her from Jabba Juice. I think that, going back to SNL phase.
Yeah. So there you go. That's my number 3, which means I got a Marvel and a DC movie left.
Oh man.
All right.
You know that the V for Vendetta, that looking at that, yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite movies, and I totally spaced on it. And one of my favorite things, there's 2 things to touch on what you're talking about. One is I was never a fan of hers as far as an actress, but when I saw her in that movie, I said, okay, well, I'm not a fan of her because she can't act. It's just that in most things that I've seen her in, I didn't like those movies that I've seen her in.
Sure.
But in that movie in particular, holy. And then so when you first see them meet and they're in the alley and he does that whole saving monologue where he uses nothing but a bunch of V's in it.
Yeah.
I replayed that over and over and over going, it was so eloquently written and it was so what was happening at the moment that no wonder she was taken back by everything that was going on. She's like, this is so surreal. I can't believe what's going on. Let me get out of here. Oh yeah. It's an awesome movie. It really is.
Gore Vidal mentioned The Professional as far as a great Natalie Portman movie. The Professional is an awesome movie. If you've never seen that, that's another great Natalie performance. Yeah. All right. So Kevin, number 3.
Well, where I went is, I never read the comic books until I watched the movie. Oh, look at there. He's ready to really start getting into it.
Ooh.
Was Hellboy. When Hellboy came out, I was like, hey, you know what? This is something I've been ignoring, I think, a little too long. Hellboy is actually a really great story, and I never really got into the story until I saw the movie. And I think they picked the right actor. I think the way it's acted and depicted is a fun way, and it's comparable to how it's told in the comics. So, yeah, when I saw Hellboy, I'm like, okay, I'm in. So, and I like all of them. The Hellboy 1, Hellboy 2, yeah, they're cool.
Nice. Good pick.
Nice. It's nice. At the moment right now, we are witnessing this coloring, and he's adding color to this artwork, guys. And don't forget, man, we're hanging out with John Comics with Kids. Of course, our guests right now. Of course, these guys are panel members. Not only that, but Superpower Review is a guest, man. He is doing some amazing artwork. This piece is going on for right now $40, man. Anyone has $45. This is not an auction or anything. We're just hanging out, having a good time. We got Kevin 12 Comic Talk. I put on a great show earlier today, man. Comic app. Is it comics? Correct me.
It's at $40 right now. TJ's got it for $40. So if you want to outbid it, you certainly can.
Is that TJ Slab Dragon?
That is the only Slab Dragon.
All right. So
Thanks, TJ.
All right, John. Let's keep it going here. We're down to the final 3.
Yes, sir. Is it my turn now? Or did you have you done your number 3? I don't think you did your number 3 yet.
And I'm about to drop it right now. Oh, okay. Man. Here it is, man. This is going to catch everyone by storm. I'm going to go with RoboCop.
Oh, I really thought he was going to say Daredevil. I'm glad
he did not.
RoboCop.
You know what? You're right.
That's a good one.
Kevin, what do you think about RoboCop? He's too focused on
which one. I don't know which one you're talking to. That's the hard part. When you say
Karate Kid. What do you think about RoboCop?
They're both karate. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. What?
What do you think about RoboCop?
I think I love RoboCop. I love I can't think of the actor, but I love him.
Peter Weller.
He's such a great actor. He has such like an iconic voice, and he is actually reprising his role in the new Mortal Kombat 11 video game, which will be coming out May 26th, I believe. So yeah, I think he's cool, and he also does the voice to the Batman Dark Knight Returns, which he is phenomenal in. He is the perfect voice with the Dark Knight Returns. I absolutely love that movie.
All right, cool,
Wow.
man. Nice.
Yeah, great pick, Rod. That was wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so you guys are that's flying underneath my radar. It's not that I didn't think that they're in the up there, and this is too hard to sit there and narrow it down to 10. It just goes to show you.
JD said his top indie pick was Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, which is a great underrated comic book pick that I love. I would also say in the same vein, there's one called The History of Violence with Viggo Mortensen. That's a great comic book adaptation. Both of those were like in the running for me, but didn't make it. Great picks for sure. All right. Yep. The comic book G Spot is in the house. Discovery Bay is in the house. I said hello to Bake the Snake a few times, I believe. Victor Olan is here. Or is it Olan? Olan? Sorry. I think I got everybody. Oh, Comic Book Sal. Hello. I think that's it. All right. Are you ready, Rod, for number 2?
Let's do this, man. Let's do this.
Bringing the heat. We're finally going to my last Marvel movie. My last Marvel movie had to be Captain America: The Winter Soldier because it's freaking perfect. I love everything about this movie. I love the way they combine Steve Rogers and Natasha. The chemistry between the two of them is perfection. The way they reveal the Winter Soldier as this villain with a problem where he doesn't necessarily believe in what he's doing. I love the way Nick Fury is still one of the best cast characters at Marvel, in my opinion. I love Samuel L. Jackson in that role. And for me, the action in this movie is perfect. That freeway chase that leads into like down in the city streets, and Natasha's using her cell phone to like trick the Winter Soldier, and then she's trying to zap his robotic arm, and then they got the Gatling gun on the roof of that car, and it's just too perfect. I love it. Oh, and then I forgot the whole street chase with Nick Fury in his car, where he's got the Gatling gun in his car. Too good. This movie's perfect. I love it.
It's kind of hard. Oh,
wow.
That piece right now. Holy crap, John. Let's look at this piece.
Wow.
That looks gorgeous, brother. Dang.
Thank you. So up next, we're going to do some feathering, some blacks, and then we're also going to do some darker reds.
So,
that's impressive.
Bake the Snake says the action, the suspense, the twist, the music. Discovery Bay says the elevator scene. I do agree. Cup of Comics says the movie took the MCU to the next level. I totally agree with that. Yeah, History of Violence, Gore Vidal is a great film, and I think deserves being in contention at least for an indie pick for a list like this.
All right, guys, don't forget this right now. TJ the Slab Dragon. If you know, the Slab Dragon dropped $40 on this one. You guys, come on, man. Let's help out. Superpower review. A little $45. It goes a long way. $45 right now, or $50. You know, let's help out people in this pandemic. You know, we kind of get a haircut, trying to get shave our beards and all that good stuff. I don't think community. But I'm just trying to help out here a little bit. All right. So let's get back into the chat right now and back to the panel members right now. All right,
man. Number 2, what do we got?
All right, so
Well,
we gotta do it, man. We got.
Before I actually drop the movie, I'm gonna actually talk about a comic book because they're directly related. What I mean by that is, Kai and I last year we went to a Comic-Con and we met with Mr. Scotty Young, and talking with him, he was talking about Strange Academy, and he was basically the way he dropped one single line, hook, line, and sinkered me, which was think X-Men for magic. So I said I'm in. That said, that brings me to this. When Doctor Strange came out in the MCU, I said, finally, we can now start introducing the supernatural. We can start talking about magic and Mephisto and start leaning towards Ghost Rider and all this supernatural stuff that has, there's a big aspect of the MCU that is supernatural, but you only see them in side pieces or kind of like when they jump in together with these big epic battles, they're usually side people or backing people. They're never headlining people. So now that Strange Academy was out the forefront, and then same thing I feel did for the MCU, which is this Doctor Strange stuff, it finally introduces a whole world that is going to open up this MCU vastly. And so when they launched Doctor Strange, for me, it was a big thing because it's now opening up a big aspect of the MCU that was just left alone for too long.
I agree. Yeah. Good pick. I think that's a great underrated Marvel pick that I think a lot of people overlook because of all the other. I mean, there's so many great Marvel movies, but that's a great pick, Kevin.
Sure. Thank you.
Rodrigo, number 2. What do you got?
Oh man, get ready, guys, because I have to go with this one because if it wasn't for this movie, we would not have the following movie on my number 1. I gotta go with Superman, the original.
Ooh.
I have to, man. That opened the doors to everything. So Superman, the 70 version, man. That's it. And number 2.
That's a good pick, Rod.
I have to, man.
All right.
We can't leave that one out, man.
All right. Yeah. All right. Let's go to number 1. You ready?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Let's do this, John.
I agree with you, Rod. It's number 1 on my list, man. Has to be, man.
Yes.
This is my I Ching. This is the book that is the great the comic that is perfectly adapted into this film. I love everything about it. I think Gore Vidal says it's got everything: cast, script, direction, effects. I mean, I know it's dated, but I just don't care. I think it holds up way better than any of the other versions of Superman since then. And it is it's the movie that made me as a kid think comics are super, super cool. And I love it. I do like it more than Kneel Before Zod, JD. I think it is just perfect. Casting was perfect. The effects for the time were amazing. And it's so good. So good.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, before we keep it going here, we cannot leave it out, man. Yo, Superpower Review is doing a piece right now. This is going for $40. Anybody got $45 right now? $45 or $50 right now. Support him right now. Support him. Look at that beautiful masterpiece. Support right now, man.
I realized I read JD's comment wrong. He says he likes 2 more because he likes Kneel Before Zod, and I was saying I like this one more than that, although Superman 2 is a great movie. It's just not going to ever beat Superman 1. What a perfect example of an origin story.
Exactly.
Nice.
All right, Kevin, let's get to your number 1, man.
Oh, man.
Well, you're not going to believe this. It's Superman 1978. That's what I have. It's right there. That's why when Rod said it and then you said it, I'm like, are you kidding me? So look, I think the chat may have to take this in consideration, and I'm speaking for myself. All right. I'm 51. So I started collecting comic books in basically 1976, 1977. This was the first true superhero movie to be launched to the masses in a correct and best way it could be told at the time. It was only dated, not necessarily due to the acting, but only by today's standards of technology.
Exactly.
Like what John said, it was well written. It was rather well acted. You know what I mean? Especially
Definitely.
by today's standards.
Definitely.
You can look back at a lot of the acting at the time, and it was, oh my God, campy. So Rod's right, John's right. If you haven't seen this movie, suspend everything that you already think that you know about a good Superman movie. Go in there with an open mind, and I think you may walk out going, you know what? I guess I am probably the fourth guy that thinks that this is a pretty good movie.
Nice.
All right, so with Rod, we agreed all on Superman, but apparently you have one movie that you think is better.
Oh yeah, of course. I do have one movie that's better, and I have to. Well, it's going to be the best one ever, and I have to say, the best artwork we're watching right now is Superpower Review. This piece should be considered back. Should be considered, masterpiece, an epicness, man.
Yep.
And right now it's at 40, and I'm gonna drop 45 right now.
Woo!
I'm dropping 45 because I love
TJ is not gonna like that.
Yeah, and you beat me out now.
TJ 45 right now. That's me.
All right, Rod's got it at 45. There it is, typed in the chat. Official.
That's me. When you see Jesse Rican in his comics, 45.
Witnessed.
All right. All right, guys. So this is it.
All right, stop teasing us, man. Give us the real deal.
Yeah.
Batman, 1980s, man. Michael Keaton. That's it. That is it. Even though Superman started it, and then Batman came out, Dark Knight, Batman, the original Michael Keaton. I got my wife to watch that movie.
Jack Nicholson.
Yo. That sucks real bad, but anyway. That's my number one.
My wife got it. She heard it. She picked it out.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was awesome.
TJ dropping the 50 bone.
He did. He snaked it from you. But we don't need to have, we can stay friends, right? We can stay friends.
Yeah, we can stay friends.
Now, hey, did you guys come up with any honorary mentions that you want to run down a quick list of, just to say, hey, these were ones that were hard to put, not to put in the top 10, but they were on that running list of being in there?
We can do that.
I kind of mentioned a bunch while we went along, as far as like History of Violence was one that I thought of a bunch. There's a couple of great Frank Miller ones, like 300 and Sin City. I thought about for a while. I think with those two movies, I think they're both quite revolutionary. I even considered Watchmen when I was looking at Alan Moore stuff, because I do think the Watchmen film is really good. But I went with V for Vendetta because I will sit down and rewatch V for Vendetta more. I guess those are the key ones that I probably passed on. Although rewatching Civil War with Perry, that might be the next best MCU movie, the one that I would probably put closest to the list. I just don't know where it would land.
Now, see, I definitely had the Infinity War there, and I had Endgame there is my runners up. But see, like one movie that I can always watch because it just, again, I like the heart ones, the ones that warm my heart a lot.
Sure.
So Big Hero 6.
Ooh, good one.
Big, my wife just melted. Um, uh, and Shazam is so much fun. You know, Black Panther. It was so well acted. I mean the world that they created for that place was wow. You know what I mean? So it was just it was hard. It was hard not to put it on there, but yeah. And then Captain Marvel. You know when Captain Marvel came out, I said finally we're gonna start seeing some women-led, characters, and I think she didn't let anybody down. You know what I mean? And I think she did a great job as that character. So yeah, I mean, I had a lot of runners up. It was difficult.
That's some great picks, man. Great picks.
I just want to show Kevin's still doing some amazing art right now, and I bet is TJ the Slab Dragon. That is Spidey. Awesomeness. Awesome.
All right, guys, I need some help. Should I black out the background or should I leave it as is?
I think black is the wrong choice because it'll ruin your lines. I think the definition you put in, I think black would be the wrong choice. I'd say blank or I don't know, blue or I don't know.
That's what I would think. Dark blue to fading blue. You know what I mean? Like a dark to fade. Meaning dark on the outside edges, the fading light going to it. That way, you like what John says, you maintain those lines.
Your line work is so good. I don't want anything to disrupt it at all.
I agree.
Thank you.
So, Kevin, are you nervous when you're doing this piece?
Am I nervous when? I'm sorry?
I thought I was going to be, but I'm actually not.
Yeah, look at him go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
If you guys had.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be, but no.
There's a question coming here right now from Victor Ula. Which superhero movies you would want to be made? Is he asking all of us or the chat, or just power review?
I think he's asking all of us, anybody, everybody.
Damn, that's a good question.
I mean, I think a lot of the ones I really want are slowly happening in the Marvel universe. I think little by little we're getting the ones that I look for the most. So I've been very pleased overall by where Marvel's going. I mean, I really would love a great version of Daredevil in the cinematic universe to connect him in with all the great MCU characters. But I know that the TV version is probably pretty close to what I could ever hope for. And it was pretty perfect all around, I would say. So that would be me. But if we go on DC, I want my Booster Gold, baby. I want Mr. Miracle, Booster Gold. I want some of those like second tier DC characters to get a moment in the sun.
Interesting. Yeah, on a DC side, I don't even know. But I'm actually more anxious to see more indie stuff come. So I do know that like Rodney Barnes is in production as soon as we can go into production with stuff with Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
I'm dying for Kanto to become some type of fruition of that. I would love
a good anime version of Kanto. Would be amazing.
Yeah. There's a few things that I would like to see, but I don't know how realistic, they would be because of my desired choices. Now, if I have to go with the mainstream stuff, first I'd like to see some of the evil type stuff, meaning your Ghost Rider, Mephisto, all that stuff.
Sure.
More expansion on the the Doctor Strange and magical world.
Definitely. Yeah, Old Wolf. I think Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, like a team up movie would be perfect. It would be a great way to introduce both of them. It'd be hilarious. It would be the Marvel. I think it would be the DC version of Guardians of the Galaxy, in my opinion. Those guys would be great. Sorry, did you have a question, Kevin? Are you asking something? Oh, he's testing.
So again, we're saying blue for the background.
I was just. I said if you really want to do a background color, blue was the only thing that came to mind besides just leaving it white. I don't want to ruin it. Oh, TJ says don't color it in. TJ says don't color it.
Oh, there you go.
He's buying it. So
TJ said what?
Don't color. No color.
TJ said no background.
No background.
All right.
So there you go.
Thanks, TJ.
You got your wish, TJ,
Okay,
and
so I'm gonna sign it then.
he's gonna sign it for you. There you go.
TJ, let me know what color you want, gold or silver.
Ooh, signature in gold or silver, TJ. What do you like? He does like a good gold label every once in a while. I don't know what he's gonna go for here. Rod, I gotta go here in a little bit here, brother.
okay, bro. That's all right, John. Take care, brother.
Thank you guys, Kevin and Kevin. Nice hanging with you guys.
Take care, John.
Thanks, John, for hanging out, man.
TJ wanted silver, by the way.
There you go.
Silver,
Yep.
thank you.
All right. Peace, everybody. I'll catch you all later.
Take care, John. Thank you so much.
Wow, I can't believe we watched you do that. You know, in that hour and 10 minutes. That was impressive.
We're so going on, man.
Thank you.
That was really impressive.
Can't leave out. There's a few people in the house, man.
Bam. Signed.
Oh, damn.
Look at that.
I love your signatures, man.
You know, you got a nice clean signature too. That's something that people like. That's something I enjoy. I like a good signature. Look at that.
I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so it's got to be perfect for me. Yeah, I like it.
Of course, when you get stuff from Kevin, man. Hey, don't start working.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was a rough sketch.
Wow, look at that, man. Daredevil goodness.
I like that one a lot. I like that Daredevil.
I love it more than you, man.
Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. So, TJ, you know where to hit me up on Instagram, dude. So,
Pretty dope, man. Nice piece. Sold it. TJ. Wow, that is beautiful, man.
Yeah, great work. Great work.
That's nice. That's a
actually, it looks a lot better, to be honest.
nice.
Wow.
So, even on the lens, you guys can't see it, but on the lens here, there's a little bit of a gray going on here because, to show some depth. He's looking angry, and we got some, some shine in the eye lens. We got some highlights and depth. So, again, this is a shout out to all those Todd McFarlane fans who love Todd McFarlane Spidey. I was trying to do a inspired Todd McFarlane Spider-Man drawing for you guys tonight. So, and thank you for everybody who bid on this. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Rod, for giving me the opportunity to draw on YouTube and be able to do this. So thank you guys so much.
That's what we do, man. We're hanging out, just having a good time. And that's the bottom line, If you got artwork, just show it off. And if you want to buy it, buy it. And, I'm happy.
And also shout out to Superior Hero Reviews for also bidding as well.
Exactly. Sure.
Well, hey, Rod, I have something for all those people out there, if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. You want solo?
Well, this is what I'd like you to do. Can you throw a wheel up there or a randomizer or anything up there for me?
Oh man, I'm not ready for
I could
all
probably,
that.
I could probably do a wheel on my phone.
Uh, you could do it if you want to do it.
I could probably do it on my phone.
All right, brother, do it.
So let me write that up. So this is what I asked of the people. Random wheel.
1-2 Comic Talk right now. Go to his channel, subscribe. He does great interviews, man. Great interviews every damn Saturday. Hit the notification bell, man. And Christy Chin, correct? Am I right, John? Am I right, Kevin?
Christy Chin. That's correct.
She's awesome. She's a rock star. So drop the F-bomb, whatever she want to say. she is amazing.
So I'm downloading the app right now. I didn't realize I didn't even have it.
All right, cool, man. No problem. No problem with that. No problem, man. No problem. We'll just do this one thing right here. Just Superpower Review is hanging out with us right now. And yo, man, I'm so happy everyone that's in the house hanging out with us. And you guys want to purchase a commission artwork, hit up Superpower Review on Instagram or hit them up. Leave a comment on YouTube. If you watch this video, say, yo, Karate Kid, yo, Kevin, just find your channel. I want a masterpiece. That's what you do, man. He'll find you. He'll hit you back up. And of course, man, I can't believe I got people from
the app I went to just gave me a whole thing that I didn't even want. Well, that's weird. Random wheel picker thing. There we go. Let's try this one. There we are. Hopefully this will work.
Thurston, BB from across the pond. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with the comic book community. Hanging out with the special occasion is holy. I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited to see this moment that Kevin.
Well, I keep.
Man.
Yeah, do that.
So, man.
I've now downloaded 3 different apps that have nothing to do with a random wheel.
don't do that, then. Don't do it. Just,
No. Meaning I try to pull up random wheel and then it reroutes me every time. So let me go to my Play Store and try that again.
Oh man, we got K Titus. God, I can't believe he is from Japan. Yo, I can't believe that I had someone watching from Japan. Thank you so much, yo, Kate. Yo, everyone out here in the U.S., we thank you so much for watching our show right now. And I should not be so cheesy.
Good.
At background, something.
Continue. Spin. Other way. Add wheel. Yes or no. Example. What the hell did I just do? What to eat?
There it is.
I just pulled up a thing and it asked me what do I want to do for eating. No. Let's try
Don't
this.
want to eat anything, man. You don't want to eat anything.
This thing is asking me some freaked out questions.
Just block it out, man. Just block it out.
Every wheel I get to is some screwed up wheel. I'm on my random. I mean, on my my store. This is my 6th app I'm downloading for this.
Huh? So you finish with the artwork, Mr. Kevin. You done with art? Everything is done.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. So I just had one day where like I was just so fed up with everything that I had, and I was running out of space for pieces. So I was just like, all right, let me just throw a bunch of stuff on Instagram, and let's see what happens with it. To my surprise, a lot of people bought stuff, and I want to thank everybody who has purchased artwork from me or got commissions. But I do have a couple of pieces still. And let's see, what do we got here? Like I got this like Frank Miller inspired Batman here.
Oh,
That's for grabs. And then I got my very first painting ever. I haven't painted since, but this is a Venom painting I did.
cool.
And what else? I don't have too much more, but I got a bunch of. I shouldn't say a bunch of stuff, but I still have more drawings to get rid of. So
Guys are interested in buying art from, of course, my brother right now, man. He is the Karate Kid from Superpower Review without the S, man. He will kick your ass with a roundhouse kick, you know. Just joking around, man. Just having a good. Oh, with that elbow across too, man. Uh, this is what we like to do, man. It's having a good time. And oh damn, where'd Kevin go? Kevin is
he
Hey,
vanished.
I'm right here. So hey, so due to the fact that I cannot do a
Kevin
simple
looks like he had a
download,
little dojo. I like his little couch in the background.
I like that. So being that I've downloaded now 6 apps and I still can't do it, this is how we're going to do this. I just want to simply explain to the community that every week for the past now coming up on 4 months, we've been doing interviews. This last interview was interview number 16. We didn't have really anybody in the viewing audience. So there was no way for really us to give out a book at the time. So we had Marvel writer Clay McLeod Chapman. And he's the writer for the ongoing series Scream. So if you would like to win a copy of #1 Scream by Arkham, I'll give this out to you. I've written down a number here due to the fact that I can't do a random wheel. And what I'll end up doing is I'll end up throwing this in there also. This leads up to the story of this. I'm a huge symbiote fan. Love to be able to give this out to the community. More than I want to just give this out to the community, I am asking if you could just watch the video. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe necessarily. Just watch it. We are all about getting artists and creators onto the show to get them exposure. So I just want you to watch it. And if you like the series, please read it. Please buy it. Thank you.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So this is how we're gonna do it. You want to put in type in starting line, and then when you hit enter, everyone in the chat start randomly picking a number from the number 1 to 40. I have a number written down here. First person that hits the number will get it after the starting line.
Oh damn. Oh crap. We're doing this right now. Let's do this. What's started line?
So Rod, you call it and then hit enter, and so you just start telling people, you'll tell them when you're about to hit enter, and then just go. So this is what you'll be getting.
Oh wait a minute. Let me get ready for this one.
So type in starting line.
Starting line. All right. Holy
And
crap.
then when he hits it, every number will count after that line, and the first person that gets it gets it. Okay, Titus is trying to kill me. Even though he watches, he watches.
Kevin out. Start now. 9.
Okay, did you hit that starting line there, Rod? Let's see. No, I wouldn't hit it yet. I'm not seeing it yet.
Hold
Not
on.
yet.
Hold on, guys. I'm using 2 screens here, man.
But you did put the starting line down, right, Rod?
No, I didn't do anything yet.
Oh, all right. Yeah, type in starting line, just the word starting line, and then hit enter.
I know the word enter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The starting line. What is it, sir?
That's it. Just hit this right starting line, and then when you hit enter, every number after that I'll take in consideration. And there it is. There's the starting line. It's not 33. No, not yet. Don't see the number yet. Not yet. Still not seeing it. You're looking for a number between 1 and 40, and not seeing it. Not there yet. Still not there.
Come on, guys.
You guys are dancing around a lot of numbers, but I'm not seeing it.
1.
No. No.
Come on, guys.
1.
It's getting close.
Ooh.
2.
Rod wants
Yeah,
to win.
Rod, if you guess it, you can get it. You guys can guess, both Kevin and Rod. You can type in the chat.
I'm good, man. Give it to somebody else.
What's the number, man? I need to know.
There's a lot of people repeating a lot of the same numbers.
Oh, damn. I need to keep a track of all this shit.
Hey, right there. We got it. Hey,
What
we got
number?
it. Unstoppable got it.
And number 1. And a negative number 1.
Nope. Unstoppable Cock Blocker got it at 17.
Oh, 17 is the number. Oh, damn, Victor.
Unstoppable, this is what you're going to do. Find me on 1-2 Comic Talk, please, and DM, shoot me your address, and I will get this out to you as soon as possible. I ask of the community, please, watch the video, and not necessarily just for our sake, but mostly for Clay. He took a lot of time to do the interview. He was on a whole nother interview early in the morning. And we were grateful for the fact that, we roped in what I consider a pretty high-end Marvel writer to come in and spend an hour with us. So if you could watch it, we'd appreciate it. So yeah, Unstoppable, these are coming to you, man. Just go ahead and shoot me a DM.
Nice.
All right, man.
Thank you, Rod. I appreciate it.
I didn't think it was gonna last over an hour. But man, yo, superpower review, man. Let the people know what you got going on your channel, man.
The channel, I'm gonna try to go live every week because a lot of people seem to like those live videos.
I do.
That's what the comic book community likes. My computer is doing somewhat better. It's still kind of like out of commission, but not really the computer I edit my videos on. But yeah, so my first live video, well, no, not my first, but my second live video is officially up. I was just out hanging out with the comic book community, but right now I don't have too many ideas right now. I'm kind of on a comic book buying hiatus. I just gotta save some monies, and yeah, if I come up with some ideas or if anything happens that's pretty big in the comic book community, I'll definitely do a video on it. So
Nice. Oh, there goes the Slab Dragon. Kevin, better check his Instagram.
I'll check it out as soon as the video's over, TJ.
Cool. TJ, great guy. Man. He's a great guy. And yo, TJ, right now watching. I got a question for you, TJ. Will you come back on Coast to Coast Comics?
Yeah.
And show off more slabs.
Let's see him.
That was a great show.
Right. Just a question out there. And of course, right now we have my friend, one of my homies, man. 1-2 Comic Talk. Kevin, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Of course you're doing well. You're hanging out with me. You're hanging out with Kevin. Let the people know what you got going on.
Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate the community. I appreciate being on here. I had a great time talking movies, and yeah, after we did all these interviews and stuff, I think we're gonna do another Thespian Theater this Thursday, and Kai and I are getting some books in, and every day it seems like I've been getting books in, which has been nice. I just right here finished structuring out a whole new way of doing online auctions that I am going to be working together with Metaphorical and Z Collects. And basically, I've written a way that online auction is going to change forever. So we're going to do I'm going to sell books for the first time this coming Sunday. So look for that for a week from today. And one big show. Saturday, I'm having 3 owners of shops. We're going to do a back in business show they're going to explain how all these new books are going to be dropping, how Diamond's going to be doing it, the independent distributors are doing it. Between these 3 shop owners, they own 6 shops. So we're going to get a good feel of what's going to happen and how this is going to happen in the next coming months. So look for all that on our show, 1-2 Comic Talk.
Sweet.
Well said, sir. Well said, sir. Here it is, ladies and gents. And that's 1-2 Comic Talk. And my brother right now, Kevin, you want to say anything? Superpower. You?
I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who's joined and not only heard these wonderful gentlemen talk about their favorite comic book movies, but I want to also thank the community for watching me do some art. I want to thank Rod for having me on and having these amazing people on the panel tonight. And again, to everybody who bid on the drawing tonight, thank you so much. And thank you to TJ for winning as well. Thank you for your bid.
All right, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I'm your boy, Rod the Rican. I'm your boy. Well, not your boy, but that's my brother right now. Yo, 1-2 Comic Talk. We got Kevin Till, the ruler of all the superpower review. And thank you all, guys, everyone in the chat, man. There's a bunch of people in the chat. 2 Gun Pedro, Victor Olan. I'm not gonna mention that one, man. There's one there. I'm not gonna mention that one. TJ in the house. Thank you, man. Thank you all, guys, for supporting us right now. And we're gonna end the show as always. Something like this.
We're still going.
I'm trying to find an outro video. I can't.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, I got it, guys. Thank you guys for watching the show, man. Stay tuned for more frame Tuesday, 8 o'clock.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Subscribe now.